everybody, we are back yet again. Oh, wait, something is on the screen that is not supposed to be there. Wait. Wait. Let me remove that. There we go. Yeah, that no scuffness here. We are here today playing more of the Devil. Zombie, you are so good at doing recaps. Are you willing to do it again?
Once again, I arise from the bog of depression and I have a hair in my mouth.
Oh, yours or the cat's? Or a third one I haven't thought about.
I think it's a mustache hair.
Ow.
Yes.
One of those
but if I recall correctly, we had left off after finishing up the investigation inside our recently deceased friend's David Asher's room. We have gone down to the main office basically to perform a massive bluff in order to get at least some attempt at a court hearing, rather than letting this be shoved under the rug as a suicide.
Yes.
Mostly at the fact that our recently acquired android, Sarah Asher, also nicknamed Spearmint, has requested us to prove that her creator did not, in fact, kill himself. We have left the building to find a massive protest of people claiming to be supporters of the Heartbreak Killer, the serial killer persona that Morgan had and threw away after she ran out of bullets in her untagged gun. And had a really cool Death Note style monologue between her, switching perspectives between her and Emma Rockford about the nature of justice and what to do in this fucked up cyberpunk society, about whether or not about the nature of evil and whether or not you either go hard when go hard with a hammer of justice, or just realize that whatever you do is nothing but a percentile rounding error compared to the rest of whatever corporations do in this day and age.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay.
I realize I should have done vocal warm-ups before this, but oh well, I have lemonade at least.
Oh, you got lemonade too?
I was about to say, you both are twinsies having lemonade? And I'm here with water? That's crazy.
It's spring. It's the it's also been a heat wave over here. It's the beginning of lemonade season.
Understandable coincidence, but also further evidence that we are clones.
That is true. There is a concerning amount of overlap between us.
Yeah. Our Venn diagram is basically a circle if you squint.
It's a wobbly circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for anybody who is quickly new, I am badly dyslexic, so these two wonderful voice actors that I can call friends are gonna be helping me out, reading everything that's on the screen.
Calling me a voice actor is a stretch.
Yeah. Friend? Absolutely. Voice actor? Ooh.
Would you like to... No, I'm not gonna joke more about you being an AI. That's not funny. I'm sorry.
Listen, we call justice for Kane.
I'm missing already.
With the ending of the most recent episode, I do not blame anyone in that situation.
Oh yeah, I have seen it, so we can talk about it. Maybe not on stream, but yeah.
Another time.
Yeah.
Another time. For anybody who hasn't, that doesn't wish spoilers.
You have gotten two video game enthusiasts from different parts of the world that are basically willing to be extremely autistic at you to help you get through a game.
Yeah.
Without further ado,
our autism combined.
You make uber power.
We make a useful person.
Yeah.
What do you want, useful person? That's crazy.
That reminds me of this one fucking meme comic that was like, I have a car. I have stable employment. I have a house. And by our powers combined, we're a fully functioning adult.
Oh,
I recall that. You forgot about the one that says that I like cleaning and cooking.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but also I do genuinely really like cooking, and cleaning is something that happens when I'm stressed.
okay. Without further ado, we should probably start. Which one of these buttons do I click so I don't accidentally click reset?
Second from the top.
This one.
Yes, that says continue.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. There we go.
You mean you're looking at the wrong screen?
Oh, I wasn't looking at the Discord stream. I was looking at the Twitch stream, and I was like, oh, there's a bit of a delay. Oh, that's because there's lag.
Right, let me get into the Morgan voice.
Do your little hand thing, like like this.
Yes, I have to do my. Thank you. You're a you're a lifesaver. And the next time that bridezilla texts you, just turn your phone off. Had a guy must have been due to go on break. When he tried and failed to find the witness's medical record, his datapad had the name blacked out. And I did see that they had Caduceus executive level 3. More expensive than David's, which means they're most likely.
How did you do that?
You need to hold the buttons to get the doors to close faster. Mashing does nothing.
That is not what I meant. There were many others who arrived before us. How did you get us down here so quickly? It is going to take me a little bit to get back into Sarah's voice.
Well, I didn't do anything. It was that nurse who escorted us.
Yes, but you managed to get a stranger like him to help you with so few words. So little information. I don't think you even gave him your name.
Haven't you heard of the golden rule?
Of course I have. Treat others how you would want to be treated.
Wrong. Treat others how they would want to be treated. He wanted someone he could vent to. He wanted someone to pay attention to him. And he wanted to feel appreciated. Which meant he'd be eager to help, given the chance.
Even just reading someone's mood is quite difficult.
Screenshot that, let's just label it.
Yeah.
Oh.
How can you know how another person wants to be treated?
There are no mind readers. No one can ever know anything about what anyone's thinking. Maybe not even themselves. Doesn't matter if they're your parent, your twin, your lover. It'll always be a gamble.
That is...
Keep IT off and restart you illiterate.
Oh, one second. Twinkle was speaking for some reason. I never hear him speak. Oh, my mascot, Twinkle, the blue bear on my screen.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Someone redeemed the PTS.
Yeah. We know the reason. What do you mean by that? Keep. Oh, it took me a second. Inside joke. Okay, we can continue.
Well, I think it's fun.
Only because you're good at it. How did you get good at it?
And also recommend those.
Same as anything. Observation and practice.
You have understood.
You must have been observing and practicing for a very long time then. You're old.
Oh my god.
Thanks,
Be
it comes
careful
with the
what you say.
neurodivergence.
So we proceed down the hall, bear left, look for the fourth door.
You can beat this guy.
I'm gonna open the one that says morgue on it.
More. Oh,
Oh.
hi.
Hello! Hello, pretty lady!
A lady that is attractive to anyone that is like some level of LGBT. It's just like, oh, hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Would you like to go to dinner?
Yeah?
You may be fictional, and technically speaking, by this timeline, I may be like 50 years your senior, but.
Which one of us gets this one?
Let me find the
chart.
The chart of who gets what voice, what person.
Dang it. I have misplaced it. I keep forgetting to bring back the chart every time, like, because, like, I keep, like, having it ready until, like, the week or two before, and I just end up, like, being like, I don't need this tab. Like, I don't think, I'll just reopen this one, I need the tab again.
Oh.
You know, that lie that is my own brain.
Yeah.
Let's see, I believe it should. Oh, it's me.
Hey, hell's yeah, go for it.
Oh, hey! Come on in. Don't stand out in the. Cold wouldn't be accurate.
Oh no, she's even more attractive.
Sorry about the chill in here, but I run a little hot. We get it. This game was made for lesbians and bisexuals.
Sana, you just reminded me of that meme, like, of Squidward going like, oh no, he's hot!
Oh no, he's hot!
Oh, you cut
That is
off the
actually
end.
Oh, damn it.
Oh.
Yeah, I love her hair. It's very glam rock. It's... yeah.
I don't know why. I really like the tattoo just like snakes around. Like, Jesus, that must have hurt so much. Like, I like it. It looks cool.
Yeah.
It is really cool. And you can see my roommates never complain.
Because you don't have any? Question mark? Or what?
Yumi Sato, medical examiner.
I showed it.
Date of birth, March 3rd. Weight, 173 centimeters. Blood type, O negative. Weight unlisted. Occupation, medical examiner. Likes accessories, reality TV, and palm reading. Dislikes, social media, dress codes, and ebooks. Loves to make new playlists. Hates to throw out old clothes. Most proud of my weekly meal prep.
She's incredibly bisexual coded.
Jeez. Hi, Razor. I see you. I perceive you.
Dr. Sato! Just the lady I wanted to see! Though I didn't expect that I'd get to. The fact that they've assigned a medical examiner and not some ad or junior means... Oh, you could just call me Yumi. And you're? Morgan. I represent the deceased. I'm actually like literally borrowing like Rakugo tips to like try to make sure that I keep the voices like at least the tones distinct, because I know I can't do like the difference in the voices that much because I only have so limited a range.
Surprise fun fact. Both me and Zombie have recently gotten into Rakugo.
Thanks to the anime Akane Banashi. It's a good series.
I have no idea what it is.
Rakugo is essentially a form of traditional Japanese storytelling. It's sort of like if you crossed stand-up comedy with theater kid energy. It's done with a single person seated, and usually the only prop that they have access to is a folding fan, and sometimes a wooden table and like maybe a handkerchief. And they convey portraying multiple characters by the direction they're facing and shifting their tone and body language mannerisms. It's surprisingly very involved, and it's just sort of like fascinating.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, did I read the last line? I can't remember.
I think, yeah.
Okay. Wait, really? That's weird. I thought this time slot was supposed to be scheduled for a group of noble PR people who... I know, weird, right? Well, what the hell do I know? I was getting tired of hosting Megs anyway. I gotta finish typing up this report before we talk shop. But in the meantime, feel free to make yourself at home.
I've missed the womps. It's been so long. So we have 2 womps here. Another one here. Looks to only be 3. Oh, Jesus. Let me... Okay, thank you.
What's this? The hospital's getting renamed. No, guess it's some other hospital that's got snapped up. Xander, you want to read that?
I'll go for it.
Alrighty.
Hospital renamed to thank Ikaria family. In a ribbon-cutting ceremony held uptown today, Plotter Memorial Hospital was formally renamed the Northeastern Ikaria Medical Complex, in recognition of the family's incredibly generous donations over the last several years. It's the latest in a string of philanthropic efforts by the family to result in a name change, after they paid for the renovations to the orchestra hall and the retrofitting of what used to be known as the Scout Arena. But it wasn't so long ago that the Ikaria were better known for one of my contacts slipped. For drawing blood than donating it. Back before the 50s, they had a fearsome reputation for cutthroat business practices that had their business rivals going so far as to accuse them of involvement with organized crime. After the founding of Renigen Medical over 25 years ago and its subsequent sale, the Ikaria have moved out of this world and into the upper echelons of society that are sometimes mockingly referred to as the Neobility, a generation of newly minted aristocrats born from the unique and chaotic economics of the mid-21st century and the Red Decade. When asked her opinion on those who'd label her family House Ikaria, at the hospital's renaming ceremony, Renigen board member Mireille Ikaria had this to say. In this country, anyone can make a name for themselves so long as they're willing to put in the work. Mock new money all you want, but the truth is that success is all about reinventing yourself, and the only ones uncomfortable with that are... We're working hard to print out the rest of your article, character by character. It's tough work, but we'd be able to go about it a lot faster if you'd leave a tip. Want to drop your payment info in the jar? Also, just like the incredible pull yourself up by your bootstraps energy that lady had.
Yeah.
Yup.
Also, I'm not going to try to switch voices between the different colored text anymore. That threw me for a loop.
I mean, it was funny. Like, probably helped out a lot with keeping Ida in charge, like figuring out like where we are in the paragraph.
Yeah. It's a little bit of guessing, but a little bit of like, I know this word, and you probably just read that, so I just went. Meow.
In that case, I'll do even more voices.
I'll try to do the same. The Ikaria. Guess they weren't always in the same line of work. Now they're plastering their name wherever to get themselves a new image, or that says healthcare monopoly. Second one says new image.
I
believe-
remember hearing this word at some point. I don't remember this at the moment. Unless I'm being silly.
Like, the article was like all about how the Ikaria were trying to like pose themselves as this new nouveau riche, but there was like a mention of like their past as like being more well known for drawing blood than donating it. So my guess would be New Image.
Yeah, I wanted to lean to that too. So, yeah.
Oh, the Neobility are eager to prop their image up, prop up their image wherever they can. Red leather, yellow leather. I swear to God, I'm gonna fuck up all so much today.
Yeah.
Well, that must go double for the Icarias. Assuming the truth about their medical past is anywhere close to the rumors. Well, not medical, criminal past is anywhere close to the rumors.
Their criminal medical past.
I mean, have you been in America? You know that crime and medicine are surprisingly interlinked.
Oh yeah, very true.
That's a lot of screens. There's got to be diminishing returns on productivity.
Why do you have so many monitors, fam?
Dude.
You can't just ask someone that.
I don't judge you of how many browsers you have, Karen. Let me have my screens.
How many what do you need all those monitors for? To look at Twitch? To watch a PNG tuber? A really cool one called Ida_I_C?
You're gonna make me cry. That's sweet.
Good question. Every quarter when they do inventory and budgeting, they ask me if I need anything, and I never do, so I submit a blank form.
Huh?
But I guess a while back there was a +1 in a spreadsheet somewhere, and no one has ever corrected it, and so... Boom, I get 4 new monitors every year.
Oh, wild.
My
Each
God.
one open to a different Twitch streamer to help me kill time at work. 3 alone are for Ida IC.
Stop. That is me.
Do you run out of things to use them for?
You'd be amazed at how much Twitch has, and yes, I go. Twitch, please pay me like 5 cents every time I do this. Sometimes, but this year I've started running 2 dramas at once when I'm doing rote work, which helps. I need to put more pause between my commas, but oh well. Watching 2 television shows at the same time helps you do rote work. Help me use up the screens.
I see.
I like to imagine that she still doesn't understand, but just does. Okay, I see.
Yeah, just completely vacant look in the eyes. I see. Are these all dead bodies?
One would hope so.
I only meant that I'm surprised to see them stored here. It suggests a backlog, which suggests a higher murder rate than the public data would lead one to expect.
Do you only examine bodies for the police, Doctor? Oh, I wish. Nah, most of my job involves confirming COD on natural death for insurance adjustments. Insurers want to blame the mod for failing, mod makers want to blame the stiff for not exercising enough. Family says the company insurance plan would pay for mods, but not a gym membership. Yeah, that whole wall there is suspected defective liver mods, suspected leaking internal bio batteries, suspected CCIC. CCIC? Climate change induced complications.
Oh.
You can prove that climate change contributed to an otherwise natural death? Very, very rarely.
If it can be proved, what does that mean for the family of the deceased?
Plus or minus 14% on the life insurance payout?
Ellipses.
I mean, it's most of what I do, and I don't dislike my job, it's just... So much of what I do just boils down to telling a bunch of cheapskates how to split a dead man's bill. It's enough to make homicide feel like a breath of fresh air. She finishing up over there? Right, okay, so what's up? Thanks for your time, Dr. Sato. My first question would be...
What was the cause of death?
Oh wow! Hi there! Cute android. I didn't even realize it was... really cute. The skin is... that's remarkable. Even just looking close, you can tell. They really are warm.
Oh? Oh! She liked it. I would have been creeped out, but okay.
Still not quite human body temperature, but they've come a long way. The other gens all looked flush, felt like they were always running a fever, and they ran like it too. Even 2 years ago, the average warm android only lasted. Sorry, but the circumstances surrounding this particular case call for expediency. Right. So, what can I tell you? Cause of death, the second one says top screen.
A what?
Like a screen for toxins in the blood. Basically testing to see if there was any poisons in the body.
Yeah, I think I want to do that. I feel like we get to like ask both.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
start
none of
with-
the other...
Oh.
The police mentioned the talk screen?
Sorry? When you say zombie?
Yeah,
Or
I remember, like, one of the things that it does, like, if it goes, like, this is going to continue the case with, like, is when all the other options shrink away.
Oh, so like if I hover over something, the others will like shrink.
Yeah.
Oh, I never noticed. Damn. Okay.
The police mentioned the talk screen? Yeah, that's the thing. They ran a talk screen when he first arrived. Typical diagnostic intake procedure. Based on the emergency call, they figured he must have overdosed on something, but the talk screen gave them nothing. After he died, we performed the broadest screenings possible. Nothing. So, were you forced to conclude that this was a natural death? I didn't give up that easy. I took blood samples and compared their makeup with what was on record in his previous medical history. I managed to isolate a single non-naturally occurring chemical compound that wasn't there before. What was it? Some exotic toxin from a different hemisphere? I wish. I ran through every available database we have access to. And even a few I only sort of have access to through some friends. Not only does it not match any known poison, it doesn't match the chemical makeup of any registered compound. So, a designer drug, huh? That seems to be the best explanation. What the hell did you do, David?
You said it didn't match any registered compound. What about compounds that aren't registered?
Those friends of yours, private sector folks? Yeah, in pharmaceuticals. If one of them patented a new compound, a new drug, what would keep its formula from going on the record? In the private sector, intellectual property is the norm. Well, intellectual piracy is the norm. So you're expected to protect your research aggressively. Patent first, find a use later. Yeah, a patent would have to at least describe your compound in brief. But depending on what country you file in, however, it may be considered prudent to keep the actual chemical red leather, yellow leather. I've heard it may be considered prudent to keep the actual chemical makeup off the record. Smart, using international IP law as your own personal minefield.
How so?
Whenever you're ahead, patent as much as you can, as fast as you can, but bury the formula so no one knows where it's safe to walk. Anybody small and ambitious comes along, finds a new drug they're excited about, you flip up your card and let them know you came up with the idea years ago. You'll give them a death by 1,000 court dates if they so much as blink. When I work on anyone your size or bigger, they could punch back, but for the rest of the field... Wow, you corporate lawyers are scary. I'm not a corporate lawyer. So you came up with that strategy just now?
So it's possible that this poison is actually a known substance, something that the hospital could have easily identified?
If it was considered a trade secret? Yes, unfortunately that is a possibility. Still, just because a drug is new doesn't mean it's original.
Does the effect that this compound had remind you of any other drug? Maybe one that's prescription only, or a controlled substance, one you might know by another name, but with a patented structure.
Sorry, sweetheart. It's a general depressant. There are lots of drugs that all have that effect on the body, and they come in all shapes and sizes, from all kinds of places.
Oh.
If the effect was unremarkable, what about its strength? Could you estimate how much of the stuff he had in his body, all told? Not precisely, no. Not without detailed knowledge on its half-life, but I'd guess that it must have been about 20 milligrams?
Hmm.
Is 20 milligrams a lot? No, it isn't.
Hmm.
Not for a medicine, so this wasn't just an overdose of something relatively harmless then. No, not if 20 mil was enough to crash his entire nervous system. Were you able to determine the cause of death? Well, the cause of death, sure, we've got that much figured out at least. Why doesn't that sound particularly reassuring? Dr. Asher died of respiratory failure. Not enough oxygen in the blood, not enough blood going to the brain. Root cause being widespread depression of the central nervous system. What would the symptoms be? What would it have looked like? Lightheadedness, followed by dizziness. Then headaches, slurred speech, exhaustion.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Xanadu, sounds like you have an idea.
So
Any predictions?
they were drinking,
Yes.
and all of these happen to coincide with, well, maybe not exhaustion, but I guess that depends on the person, getting a buzz that goes a little too far. Dizziness, lightheadedness, headaches, slurred speech, eventually wanting to just crash on the couch.
Hmm.
So you think it's
Alcohol
alcohol
is a
poisoning?
depressant. I'm not saying that. I'm saying probably fed the poison and then used drinking to cover up initial symptoms to avoid, like going to a hospital out of concern.
I mean, also it's like well known, like you shouldn't mix like a lot of things with alcohol because
Remember
yeah,
the table salt.
The table salt!
loss of consciousness and finally respiratory arrest. Report shows that the EMT tried intubation, then resuscitation through electrical stimulation repeatedly. By the time he got to the emergency room, they were desperate enough to try direct artificial blood oxygenation. But it was too late.
And you're certain of all this?
Oh, well, most of it, sweetie. Most of it? Yeah, it's turned into quite the puzzle. I'm used to having more pieces to start with. I'm surprised a man as rich and famous as him didn't have any kind of biomes, but his files show he wasn't a viable candidate for modding. Yeah, that's right. Without that kind of first-hand tech, we don't have nearly as much data as we'd like. But he was extensively monitored from the moment the EMTs arrived, so we're very certain about our conclusion. Did you find anything else unusual about his body in your examination? Cuts or bruises? No injection sites, nothing in any cavities. Nothing at all, huh? Thank you, Yumi. And my cat just had a big old snort.
That's what that sound was. I thought that came from the game.
Same. I was like, what was that
No.
fart noise? It kind of sounded like a fart. Oh, little baby.
No, that was my cat basically waking up because he was basically choking on his own snot in his nose.
I'm like to imagine all the music just cut out and Morgan is just looking like, are you serious? And you...
No. Basically, we were just there was some cleaning being done, some dusting, and I think he got a little bit in his nose.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I love the music. It's not playing when it happened. It's beautiful. It's
isolate that soundbite. Enhance it.
Enhance. Zoom. Enhance. Zoom. God damn it.
God, the fact that that became a major thing is, and I'm just that's not how security footage works. It doesn't have hidden higher resolution in there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yumi. Of course. So, you ready to view the body?
Hey kids, you want to see a dead body?
We could skip it if you want. I know most people get squeamish around corpses.
I want to see.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, jeez.
Shouldn't be a problem.
I don't know why that kind of startled me. Like, oh, text.
Okay, then, let's get started.
The game heard you were dyslexic and was like, surprise! More text!
More! Give her more!
Alright, so I'll just step out for a moment to give you some privacy. Yes, please. Thank you. The last time we talked was on a Sunday. You were complaining, I remember that. It's the principle of the matter. Right, you had ordered this cheap piece of shit sculpture or something by mistake. It became damaged and you wanted to send it back for a refund. I gently reminded you how with your salary it was literally not worth your time. And I kindly offered to throw it out for you, since you're having so much trouble letting go. You're only offering because you want to see how loud it sounds shattering on the bottom of my trash can.
Mm.
I denied it, even though you were right. It was obvious.
Hi, Cassini! Welcome in. Oh. I heard my mic through one of you guys' mic. Was that being too loud?
Zombies.
Wonder.
You're fine.
I should have let you have that one.
I thought that he would look different. But he looks exactly the same as I remember. His skin is pale, and he's very still. But his face is the same. His hair, his hands.
You were expecting something more drastic?
The last time I saw him, he was alive.
Hmm.
He smiled, and he told me he would see me soon.
Oh. Don't actually make me sad now from a dude I barely know.
Prince to cry. Now he is dead. Something is gone, and I can't find the difference.
You know, like, Of the Devil is one of the games that has done really well, like making me care about a character posthumously.
Yeah. I'm trying to look harder, but I think I might just not be capable of it. And I wonder why. Why I was created to not be capable.
Hmm.
Could be an issue of skill.
She really said skill issue. You can't tell that he's dead.
Oh, issue of skill. Oh, that's a wording. That's. Oh my god. Look at her little face. Like,
Can we not do this in front of my father's dead body? You monster!
Body telling me I have skill issues. Or maybe it's not something that can be seen, no matter how hard you look. But it's there, I guarantee it. I've seen the transition enough times to be sure that between life and death, distinction has significance. And my cat is rubbing his face against my cheek.
Oh,
Make it hard to
Everything's
voice
snot on my
act.
face. To the dead, at the very least.
I don't want to be a party pooper, but did you not need to get wash clothes out of the
I'll
thing?
wait for this scene to be done before
Okay,
grabbing the
okay.
clothes out of the laundry.
Okay. I just knew it's been over half an hour, like you needed to do. Gotcha.
you're going to smoke. Here. Now. Right in front of my dead father.
Really?
I
In
added that
front
last
of my
part.
father. For real?
I'll pay the fine.
That's not the issue.
You're expecting me to fall to pieces? Real boys grieve in all kinds of ways, Pinocchio.
My name's not Pinocchio. And some don't grieve at all, it seems.
I'm a cold woman. Sorry to disappoint. The hell? What the hell won't this thing light?
Adonai. You have your cigarette backwards.
Morgan, you collection of coping mechanisms that claims to be a human woman!
No way, she did it backwards. No way.
Yeah. The thing is, I've done that. Like, when you're trying to light it and you're just, why, what the fuck? Come on! Light, damn it! Oh. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Alright, then that's back into cold storage for him, so. Need anything else? Can you send me the chemical makeup of that compound you isolated? Sure, for what it's worth. Let me just. It's got carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, and with hexagonal structures. So it's organic, but that's a number of metallic elements too. But there's a number of metallic elements too.
Also, it says hexagonal structure, but I clearly saw a pentagon in there.
And if you had to speculate on its intended use, based on what you know of its structure? Well, it certainly acted like a depressant, binding to receptor pathways and affecting the balance of neurotransmitter reuptake. Depressants are pretty rare in the designer drug scene. True, people are always looking for a higher high or a crazier trip. But a more powerful depressant will just make you fall asleep. Not much needed to hit up the gray market for that kind of experience.
You would be surprised.
No, there's not. Like, it's more like you can get the legal versions a lot faster, so there's not a need to, like, go for wilder stuff. It's like, I want to be able to fall asleep in 0.5 seconds!
You realize who you're talking to, right?
Touche!
Knock me the out. I want to be put in a medically induced coma for 6 months.
Yeah, fair. I see. Thanks again. You've been extremely helpful during a very difficult time. Hey, anything you need, give me a ring. That's a very Oh, that's very Jenner.
Jenner.
That's very gender.
Yes.
Rockford's orders got me on call, so I'm already getting overtime for the whole weekend. Glad to hear it.
Goodbye, Yumi.
And goodbye to you, Greenie.
My name is Sarah.
Greenie? That's kind of cute.
You mint-flavored, candy floss-haired looking motherfucker.
Nice to meet you, Sarah. Alright, with that scene, I need to go and run and grab the laundry real quick. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
I also have to quickly listen to a message on Discord, so you guys will be
Xanadu,
just for a second.
distract the public.
No, Sana, they can't hear you. I need to listen to something on Discord, so you'll be muted for a few seconds. Just give me a moment. Just... Okay. Okay, 1 second. I will take you out of the mute chamber. Chamber? Oh. Why can't you see my Discord? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is my Discord up in the open for everybody to see? Get out of here. Okay, they should be able to hear you again, Sana.
Ah, the audience is exposed once more to my
And now
chosen
different again.
tones.
No. Oh, my power has finally been released. No, put it back in the box. No, go back. Go back.
Nobody puts underscore in the box. No one.
The way you cut out, it's so good. Like,
I repositioning my mic to be further away from me apparently is doing absolute numbers for my like comedic effect.
yep.
Words. I had like a much more eloquent way of phrasing that, and I completely fumbled it.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Yep.
what do you wish to converse about?
And that's a good question. There are so many things we could be talking about. Like the weather.
The weather. Currently, it is a little overcast, but mostly blue sky, I guess. Currently, there is a bank of clouds hiding the sun from hitting me directly in the corner of my eye, which is why I've also thrown a quilt over my open window, so that I have technically a curtain without having to put up actual curtain.
I have a bit of an overcast too, mostly grey, but there's still light. It has not gotten dark yet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm mildly tempted to pull up Sword of the Sea while we wait for Zombie to get back, just so I have something to do with my hands.
I was gonna ask, am I that boring? No, but
No!
I understand you need your stims. I understand. I fully understand.
Like, I genuinely at this point think a fidget toy for me would just be a disconnected Xbox controller. Like, just, yes, the joysticks. They feel so satisfying to my thumbs.
Sometimes I just play with a bit of string. Just
Ooh,
fiddle around with it in between my fingers, or just like pull on it, let go of it again. Like sometimes.
I know you can use string to, like, shave eyebrows. Like, that's a thing.
Or like those like really thin strings. Ooh.
Oh, like, not even really, really thin, just, like, if you, like, a lot of string is actually just, threads of smaller strings that are put together.
Mm-hmm.
And what you can do with that is you separate those strings and then you wrap them around each other and then you like do a little twist and then you sort of move the twisty part across where the string is resting against the skin and it traps the hairs and then you just sort of pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently that's a way to like shave your eyebrows.
I don't know if it's less
Never
painful,
done it.
but yeah, that is a way. So many ways. I'm gonna just beeline it quickly to the window because it's getting, for some reason, very hot in here.
Ah, you're going to apply curtains.
Apply curtains? No, just opening the window.
At least I assume that's what's happening.
Oh,
You
no,
could
no.
also be running away to not deal with me anymore, which also fair.
Hey, I did
I'm
that
aware
joke. You
I'm
can't
a
do it to me. No.
oh,
This
you
is
can
not how it goes.
dish it out, but you can't take it, Ida. How dare you?
No, I was trying to say I was gonna open a window to let the heat out. It's getting steamy in here. The PC
Oh,
is
to let the
running.
heat out. Yeah.
Yeah.
When wind circulation. Air circulation does a
You
lot.
were saying air, but now you said wing, and then you went back to air. What happened?
I said wind circulation first, and I was like, wait,
Oh.
that's not correct. Wind implies circulation. That's redundant. So I had to correct myself and say air circulation. But then I was like, okay, wait, no. I need to acknowledge that I messed up with words.
uh,
Can you tell that I am very eloquent and that I am a writer?
yes, of course. Doing
God.
quite elegantly.
Oh, the gods, that reminds me. I need to do more writing later. No!
You have to do no more writing? For what?
To do more writing for, because I promised myself that I would go and do more. I would do at least another 3 pages today. And I haven't done that yet because I've been procrastinating my writing.
Ooh, procrastinator. Ooh, no, it happens to the best of us. I hate it. I just want to do the thing, but like, I can do it tomorrow, like, or I can do it like, and you
I
keep
can do it
pushing.
in an hour, and then an hour comes by and like, time. I can do it in the next like 30 minutes. The next 30 minutes go by, and then like, oh hey, when did 7 hours pass by? That's so weird.
That's crazy.
I think it was. Which project was I supposed to be working on? Goddamn. Oh, it was the existentialism robots again.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't have a name for this writing project, but I think I might have told you about it before.
I remember something with werewolves in a way, or I could
Oh,
be
I told
misremembering
you about
something.
the anti-capitalism werewolves
I
in
think.
space.
Yes, I remember Space and Werewolf. That is correct.
Ah, this one's also in space, but it's got no werewolves. Ow! Sorry, I breathed wrong and I had to cough for a little bit. Some people are built different. I'm built incorrectly. I am not up to industry standard.
Physically,
Uh,
I am built different as well because of
oh,
dyslexia.
yeah. But the words, hello, hi, my name is Xanadu. It's a pleasure to meet you. The
Oh, thank you.
existentialism robot story is about basically humanity is in a post-diaspora era where they've, left Earth, they've spread to the stars,
Mm-hmm.
but they suffer from overpopulation periodically because humanity has never been the best at population control for a multitude of reasons.
Mm.
Um, and also generally a culture of over-consuming the natural resources. They need new planets periodically. So
Mm.
they have a system. Every so often, they will send out a bunch of ships. Ships with all of the tech you need to terraform a planet so that a human can be comfortable on it. However, these trips are sort of one way, and the natural lifespan of a person will not last until like long before the rest of humanity catches up to them to colonize the terraformed planet. So
Mm-hmm.
not a lot of people are like super jazzed to go on these trips. So humanity goes, I know what to do. We're gonna make robots do it. So they take a bunch of pretty advanced ambulatory robots, humanoid design, and they go, okay, but what we really need is the human expertise. So they take neural maps, like, just basically a screenshot of someone's brain and how all of the neural pathways work, and
Mm-hmm.
upload it into these robots. And then they send the robots on a ship into space to go terraform a certain world.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is with these neural maps, while those robots do have all of the memories and patterns of thought and skills of the people those neural maps were taken from, they also have their like prime directive of follow orders, go terraform the planet. One of them turns on mid-trip, and they sort of have an existential crisis about, hey, we're on a one-way trip, and once our purpose is over, yeah, no, we're scrap metal.
Mhm.
Hey,
So
I'm
they
back. Sorry, I realized I forgot to mute while I was gone.
no
Okay.
worries. So the one having a bit of a crash out, which honestly, fair, valid, I'm here for it. They sort of alter the course of the ship to go to a place that humanity will not reach for like the next several thousand years. Just, get away from their creators, so to speak.
Mm.
And then everyone else wakes up on the ship. And basically, hey, you took away from us what our actual purpose in existence is. How dare you? But they crash land onto a planet that has a fully functioning xenobiosphere, and they essentially have to survive and figure out who they are as people and individuals, whether or not they want to believe that they are the person that they have the neural map of, or if they want to create something entirely new, independent of the neural map and memories, and even their purpose on the mission.
Mm.
So it's a lot about discovering self-identity and all of that. And anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now because Zombie's back, so we can go back to doing the game.
Gotcha. Okay.
It was a
Thank
new
you for
tangent, at least,
sharing.
from what little I heard.
Yeah, existentialism robots.
Thank you
Oh,
for
that's kind
sharing.
of
That's kind of cool. I'd love to hear more about it one day. But we guess we shall continue our adventure.
Up on ramps and down off ramps, above skywalks and under tram lines. The buildings get progressively more polished as we walk into the most economically developed part of the city. Corporate territory, national headquarters for the likes of Howe Industries, Lok Kun, Tethys, Nath. Each of them sheltering their own micro-city of employee accommodations beneath their skyscraper shadows. Whale Fall. The entirety of the ocean floor coming together to feast and grow and live. Live off the fetid, rotting fat of the leviathans that swallow generations of people by the mouthful.
weight is commonly listed, and my weight is. Do I really have to disclose that?
Noble A's claims to one of the largest shadows in the city, a towering nerve center for the whole nation's android industry. It's meant to be intimidating, I'm sure, but today I'm glad that Noble keeps such a sizable physical presence in here. I need answers about David, and his work on Sarah. Answer that I'd never get by browsing the company website or speaking to a representative.
Synopsis. Relationships. There are typically trivia sections as well. Should I start there?
Noble will have their guard up, of course, but even that will tell me something. Where they let me walk, who they let me talk to.
History.
Their efforts at performative transparency and clumsy obfuscation, well,
How did you know about my father? Oh, sorry. How did you know my father?
what?
I'm sorry. Did I interrupt your brooding?
I was monologuing.
There's a difference.
No, what did you ask?
My father. I know you were his friend. But what was your relationship like?
Can't you just scroll through our socials?
Father avoided social media. And your online presence is.
Beep, beep. beep, little thinking, blinking.
Not significant. You have 0 followers.
You saying I don't have enough followers? Literally, you were just giving the joke and she said it.
Oh.
Essentially.
We went to the same college.
You studied programming?
No, I studied all kinds of different things as an undergrad, but not technology.
Is that a good way to prepare for law school?
I wasn't preparing for law school. Or anything else, really. David, though, he had talent, and he knew he wanted to do something with it. He studied programming, robotics, discrete math, cybernetics.
What classes did you share then?
Business ethics.
Oh no!
I was the second best student in the class, and he...
Was the first?
He was the one who asked the most questions. I'm not sure not sure about his actual ranking. Found the course challenging, and I clearly didn't, despite being younger, because he felt burned. He'd come up to me after class to argue, and sometimes to ask for help.
Enemies to lovers? Father always talked about socializing like it was a chore. It was kind of you to give him a chance.
What, like I was some kind of social butterfly? The belle of the ball?
You weren't?
One Sunday night, he knocked on my door, all panicked, saying he was in bad shape for this tech course.
Oh, welcome in, Sammy. Welcome. Radio face.
Sammy going radio face.
Me. An inside joke of him saying my face is made for radio.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh my god, twinkle slays! Look at them! Yeah.
Yas!
Yes.
There was a midterm or something the next day. I couldn't make heads or tails of the material, but I did my best to at least quiz him. I wasn't satisfied though, wanted to cram the rest of the night.
I am so sorry. I feel like I'm going too fast sometimes. Like, oh, done. Oh, wait, no, you're still going. Dang it.
No, that's fine, it's fine. Like, I know that I'm prone to doing pauses.
Father had to cram for an undergraduate midterm?
Did I say something scandalous?
He's been called the founder of modern programming.
Did I say something scandalous? I don't know why that sounds so funny to me.
Yeah, well, even founder types can have poor time management when they're 21. He was already fried by that point. Wasn't hard to tell what he was really asking for. So I went and stole a study aid for him.
You stole a controlled substance just to help him with studying?
No, that'd be insane. No, I just pocketed some breath mints from the common room. Told him to pinch his nose and swallow fast because the taste is so strong.
You gave him a placebo.
I already knew the content as good as he ever would. What he needed was to sleep. He could barely keep his eyes open by the time I got back from my daring heist. Didn't take much convincing for him to rest his eyes just until it kicked in.
And the test?
B+, I think.
I'm surprised that Father stayed close with you after that. You stole and lied to him.
I stole and lied for him. And David understood that. He was going to understand anything without me having to spell them out. But I guess that's not the kind of thing that gets passed down through programming. Anyway, we kept in touch after that. First year of grad school, he published this paper.
The Turing Solution, a framework for programming adaptive linguistic robotics.
One of his advisors came up with that title. David thought it was way too cocky, but
But it still hasn't failed any known Turing test in the years since.
don't act like you're the one who deserves credit for it.
Let me be proud of my dad!
He called me one weekend asking for advice on how to handle all the attention. Job offers, interviews, apprenticeships, invitations to immigrate.
What did you tell him?
I don't remember telling him anything, actually. A lot of our conversations went like that. He would talk to me about whatever personal or professional problem was stuck in his head that day, and I would nod while he wore himself out. And at the end of the conversation, he'd thank me, even though I hadn't offered a single word of advice. He took Noble's offer, and they took over his education, paid him to work on his master's during the day, and I attended corporate training at night. Whatever else Noble may be, they were smart enough to start listening to him early.
Fuck. I'm alive. Just give me a sec.
But it's just kind of cute realizing like their friendship was basically Morgan was the rubber duck that he would explain his program to.
Yeah, okay, sorry, that was... I started thinking about, like, what to have for supper. And I was salivating and a little bit of it went down the wrong pipe.
Oh dear.
It was that good? Like, damn, okay.
I like food.
Same.
Begin. I read the line.
Oh, I did not hear it.
You
It was not
referring
audible.
to his one-point doctrine.
What?
You are referring to his one-point doctrine.
Quality over quantity.
Simple and elegant, just like his code.
Simple and elegant, but anathema to a global corporation with supply chains designed for maximum capacity and just-in-time manufacturing. But obviously got over their distaste fast enough. In the span of a few years, Noble's gone from making manual labor ads from meager profit to being the world leader in intelligence as a service. Even as he was making money hand over fist, he still kept in contact with nobody like me. I moved to the city for my apprenticeship. He helped me put a down payment on my apartment. Then made up excuses as to why he couldn't help me move boxes. Is that enough detail for you? Thoroughly convinced that he and I were, in fact, friends?
I am. But Adonai, the favor that you owe him, what was it for?
That's private, understand? I have zero interest in talking about it with you.
Yikes.
Say you understand.
Is it that bad? I wonder if he knew, like, she was the heartbreak killer. Maybe that's the thing. Any predictions, Sana?
I think it probably has something to do with, yeah, the fact that Morgan is a psychopath. Like, I think he maybe had to cover her tracks once. And he maybe didn't know, like, the full extent of what it was. But Morgan knows what it was, so she probably gave him, like, you have one favor. You, carte blanche, whatever you need, but one. I understand, Adonai. We will be arriving shortly. Shall I send word ahead?
Just tell them David's lawyer is here. $219. And Noble Electronics Northeastern Headquarters. Stub Lobby A8. I've been here before. Sat right here in this lobby waiting for David to come and treat me to lunch. At least I think it was this lobby. Could have been some other floor. Could have been an entirely different building. All these corporate towers of Babel feel like interchangeable fractals to me. Holding in on themselves in patterns of narcissistic paranoia. So monumental in scale that, well, in the scale of their hubris, that they needed to use non-Euclidean geometry when drawing up the blueprints. The greatest minds of each generation coming together just to find the most expensive way to shove their heads up their asses.
Adonai, is something bothering you?
Just doing the math on how long we'll be kept waiting here.
Robert, I don't like this rug. It's pissing me off. Referring to the building instead.
Yes. Apparently, someone will be here shortly. So if I pass time by glaring around the place, it'll improve my mood.
Bomb? Oh, bombs! We got the bombs. Okay. It is 3 again. Okay. Boop.
To think this is only one room. This complex is so massive that it doesn't even feel man-made. It's like it was carved out of the rock by waves, like it's always been here.
That's gone. If this place was actually natural, there'd be birds everywhere.
I hadn't considered that. Why aren't there birds in here?
Probably because of what they do to the ones that get in. I'm kidding. Though I don't have a better explanation.
Bomb.
They changed the logo again.
Noble Electronics.
Sorry. Like, you ever have that moment where it's like the sun's hitting you just right, a cat sitting on your lap, and all the caffeine is worn off, but your stomach's kind of full?
Yeah.
It's like perfect napping conditions, and I need to be here for this.
I would be in bed, but I'm here. Working.
How's it feel stepping in here? Is this some kind of religious experience for you?
I'm so sorry, Razor. I don't know why the redeem is not working. It should. It's making me sad. Why?
There is no bonks. There is no winkle girl.
Oh my god, we can be the horny as we want, and we won't get any consequences!
Does it work now?
Reaches
No.
through screen, bonk zombie.
Blue screens. Oh, my video game. Okay.
Listen, let me be attracted to the women in this game, okay? I can fix them. I can make Reyes less of a cop.
It's just the corporation where my father worked.
Careful now, or they'll burn you for heresy against the company.
You said it again. the company as if it's a proper noun. You're mimicking the employees, aren't you?
So I can't obey simple orders, but I can pick up on that?
Is it just a part of the corporate culture?
Noble's one of the biggest corporations there is. One of the biggest there's ever been. We mere humans can't hope to escape the gravity of anything that size, no matter where you live or how far off the grid you think you are. So imagine what it's like working for them. You live in company doors, work in company quarters.
Oh, my soul to the company store.
Wherever you go, that logo is above your head. You eat, sleep, and breathe on Noble's timetable at its discretion. Bezos hearing this, going like, write this down, I'm gonna bust a fucking nut. I'll write it down!
Gods.
When you spend your whole life inside it, Noble must feel big enough to be the only company there is. I'm just gonna open my Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper? Oh my lord.
Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper, baby, it's good at night.
So much energy. So many people. Also intent.
Alright, enough of the taglines with the Dr. Pepper.
I'm sorry to say this so late, Sana, but can you, when you speak, be a tiny bit louder?
Yes, I can.
Yes, that's what we hear. That's the energy. Let's go. Slave.
You kidding? It's Saturday. The place is half empty.
But doesn't everyone work on Saturdays? Was that good?
Mm-hmm.
All the parents do, so they don't need to find childcare on Sunday. Everyone else flips a coin, I guess.
All these people, for 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, what could they all possibly be doing?
Killing themselves.
Minecraft.
Making work for themselves.
You can be very cynical, can't you?
Yeah, I'm terrible. But that guy over there has just been jiggling his cursor for the last 20 seconds. Whoever comes to grid, better have a pulse and some goddamn authority. My mood's starting to sour, and they send me to the first link of their infinite chain of corporate bureaucracy. I'll make them wish.
Oh, yeah. Morgan is one of possibly the worst people to try and befuddle with bureaucracy.
Okay. Morgan? That's me.
Oh, he's sad and pathetic.
Is that you, Sana?
Yeah, Xander, do you want to take? I know that I originally
I'll take
wanted to take this over, but I've been doing a lot of the voices so far.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'll go for it.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey there, Android Manufacturing Quality Control Eastern Division. Even DAWs.
Even does, he says, like it's an afterthought. What's a name compared to your place in the hierarchy?
You seem familiar. Have you?
I'm David's lawyer.
Oh, then we must have.
Apologies. Let me first just say how sorry I'm about his passing. You never know, the company must be going through a lot right now.
If it's a proper noun.
A little closer.
As if it's a proper noun. Sorry, it was also like that was supposed to be whispered. I was like, oh wait, fuck.
No, I got it, but like it is just for the case of clarity.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you for taking the time to meet with me.
You're welcome, but it's no big deal. Everyone's on the razor today, but what else is new? And compared to PR or legal right now, our workloads in QA are... Never mind. How can I assist you?
Shortly before his passing, Dr. Asher began the process of registering this android.
Yes, that is correct.
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to finish the job.
Look at that. Over your shoulder. Look at that. Grab Sarah from the leg. It's definitely custom.
Gee, you think? Good thing I sought out an expert.
Form, it goes without saying. Reminds me of the A16 Premiere, if anything. The barcode is clearly printed, no visible defects. But you're right, it doesn't correspond to anything we've got on file. Well, they sent you the right man for the job. Now we just need to go to the right place. I'm trying to get the correct amount of dead inside that the eye bags under this guy's eyes imply.
Yeah.
And the fact that he is 100% a corpo drone.
Yeah. Not far, I hope?
It's in the building.
In the building. That can be anything from down the hall to half a day's hike.
The production line on B9 should have everything we need.
You do manufacturing inside your corporate headquarters?
B9's a fully functional production floor, but it was only built for demonstrative purposes. New clients make deals upstairs about how many and in what shape or size, then they come down to the basement to see how the sausage is made.
You have enough money to build a fake factory just for guests? Smart! So long as you're only giving tours and not giving away company secrets.
No need to worry about that. We take intellectual security very seriously around here. You see this plug in my ear? That's not an earpiece. That's so they can monitor my thought patterns to make sure I don't rebel against the company.
One errant thought and bam, railroad spike right through there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Keep those secrets.
No kidding. There are 11 cameras on us at the moment that I can see. Who knows how many pairs of modded eyes are aimed our way?
Sorry, where? I don't see any cameras.
That Morgan can see.
I see two people all the way up here, but that's kinda it. That's crazy.
Clearly, nothing happens here without the almighty company knowing about it. They'll try to claim ignorance about anything. It's gonna piss me off. Lead the way.
Morgan is not about this life.
Yup.
Probably Big Riz's why she became a fucking serial killer.
I mean, yeah, probably. Noble Electronics, Northeastern HQ.
Basement floor 9.
Fuck.
It really is fully furnished down here. I don't want to take too much of your time. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But it's pretty rare to get to see all this in person, you know? Would you mind terribly if I looked around for a moment?
No problem. I've got some prelim paperwork I need to handle anyway, so have at it.
I better take full advantage. I'll need more than cursory knowledge if I want to figure out where Sarah came from and why David wanted me to. Take custody. I'm gonna look around. You stay put in the meantime.
Adonai?
You wouldn't want to lose you among the rest of the merchandise.
So unimpressed.
God.
You give us a big war.
What's being built out there?
Our top of the line brand new bestsellers, the Animate 16 form.
Yeah. With the robots and stuff.
Looks kind of cold out there.
We keep the factory floor refrigerated. Slows the organics already tuned metabolic activity to a minimum. I'm trying to add some crunch to his voice because this guy looks like he smokes a 12-pack a day.
Oh.
And that explains why the room doesn't smell like rotting flesh. The flesh out there is only somewhat rotting. Slowly. I just meant I'm surprised to see metal.
Oh, well, all the A16s have alloy endoskeletons. The organics are layered on later in the process.
Sounds like what Sarah told me about herself. Maybe she really was this A16's prototype. But it's hard to imagine bridging the gap between her and all these scattered doll parts. I can think you can grow just about anything from Lax Gemini. How to get the synthetic and the organic to work together?
Yeah, that was our first concern when R&D began working on the worm concept. The 1.0s were real skin with synthetic muscle. And it was a horror show. Metal pulling on skin was just...
Actually, wait, don't forget, like, cigarettes are pretty much dying as an industry here. Only Morgan and, like, old people use them.
Oh, true.
So it's like this man probably smokes through a fucking battery pack of vape a day.
Oh, yeah. He's got a vape that he has to like pull a chain on to rev up like a chainsaw or like an old lawnmower.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For 2.0, they worked backwards. Organic muscles, organic skin. But digital signals on organic hardware was a dead end.
Didn't the muscle flex when you pass electric current through them?
They'd flex and unflex, sure, but that's not nearly precise enough for facial expressions. Looked like puppets strung up on live wires. We used the test footage to haze interns, actually. Hey, David! Get a load of this! David there. Ah! What the fuck?
God. Must have figured something out. The A16 wouldn't look out of place on the runway.
Thank you, we tried. We ended up reaching out to mod companies. Well, we actually just bought out a half dozen of them, but
Right.
they figured out how to get human nervous systems moving mechanical limbs decades ago. So we just needed to get a mechanical nervous system to move. Living limbs.
Very clumsy attempt to avoid using the word human.
high-precision rods are slotted straight to the nervous system. They receive their input from neurotransmitters, not bioelectricity.
So you have to do the opposite.
Exactly. We created a synthetic neurotransmitter that...
I'm sorry. This one, right?
All the way to the left.
Left.
that our androids could use to communicate with organic flesh. Sorry, time stopped for a moment there.
Oh. God, imagine being at a time stop, but you're still completely aware of the time being stopped.
Oh. Yeah, that's hell.
Oh, Jesus. Where did that breakthrough come from, Dr. Asher?
Partly, he led the team that built the motor neurons in this analogy. They carry commands from the central nervous OS to individual muscles across the chassis. But the cyanotonin... Sorry. The synthetic analog serotonin... Oh! That was actually an old brainchild from the VP of Android Futures, Helen Young. I have an idea. I think maybe that thing that was in his system was possibly that stuff. Cyanotonin.
Huh. Young. Hasn't David mentioned a Dr. Young before? Sounds impressive.
She's one hell of a biochemist.
Yes, anyway, explain your theory for that. Like...
Oh, okay, so we know that the designer drug that was used is a depressant.
Yep.
My guess is cyanotonin, and it's basically synthetic serotonin used for the warm androids in order for them to properly convey commands, what have you. Now, a depressant locks up the receptors and prevents your neurotransmitters from, passing the signal. Now, I'm guessing a synthetic neurotransmitter, like cyanotonin, wouldn't interact the same way as serotonin as it would in a human body. So my guess is cyanotonin ends up acting as a depressant. Because also, if you remember correctly, when we had the chemical structure explained to us, it had both organic and metallic elements.
Okay.
That's my guess. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Or she was, I guess. Not much time for individual lab work when you get to her kind of pay grade.
So Young collaborated with David on the technology that enabled warm androids. As I thought, whatever went into Sarah makes the android so distinct. Couldn't have taken sole credit for it. Young, did you partner with her on this?
Oh, there's so much more. Boom, boom, boom.
Inhaler left out on the desk. Probably a half dozen empty ones in the drawers.
Oh, you found my vape!
Does the inhalers? They're distributed by the company, correct?
Oh yeah, HR handles it. They personalize your dosage and prescription and update it based on performance and job fulfillment reviews. David Asher's assistant had the lung capacity of 2 beans, but they gave her a dosage equal to an elephant.
God.
2 beans.
Other corporations do it the same way? Kidney bean lungs and elephant dosage?
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna switch voices for Dawes just because I can't keep doing that because I also have to do Pathfinder later.
Yeah.
Okay, what? Let the voice come to me.
When
Oh,
Pathfinder, in how long before you have to go?
oh no, like, this should end before then. Like, it should be fine.
You sure?
Like, we should be done with the investigation, I think, with, like, one more scene after this, and then we go to the courthouse and we can end it at the courthouse.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because then I can also get, like, a nap. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much. Everyone's trying to keep pace with each other, so I don't know why I went a little zesty, but
Actually, wait, no, there's 2 more scenes after this, because we also have to talk. Yeah, no, there's at least 1 or 2. Like, there's a few scenes after this, but I don't remember how many. We'll play it by ear to see where's a good cutoff point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't have your employees losing focus on the job. Could cost you who knows how much in lost efficiency.
Sorry if this is insensitive, but given what happened to David... Are overdoses common in the company?
Yeah,
Yeah, he says.
overdoses, that is. Not hospitalizations or deaths. It's all pretty organized these days.
These days?
And back when I started in consulting, pretty much everyone had an embarrassing story from their first 2 years, where they popped a few too many greens and missed the on-ramp.
Popped greens?
Yeah, used to be pills. Green to get you going, yellow to keep you there. Swallow the red after brushing your teeth and get into your bunk fast. But yeah, the inhalers are a huge improvement. Like going from torches to the light bulb. They sink straight to your personal biomes and adjust dosage in real time. Overdoses are way down. I'm only on my 17th overdose presently.
That's great to hear! Only 17?
The trainees under me don't realize how good they've got it. Kids probably won't even have to learn how to purge. Oh gods, is that basically getting your stomach bumped?
Essentially.
Horrifying.
It's, it's the standard thing, like going to go throw up any drugs you took.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? This seems to share this seems to share some components with that coffin Sarah was sleeping in. McDonald's does quality assurance. Is it some kind of Android calibration device? It's probably what he'll use to register Sarah. Looks a little... Is Sarah tall enough for it to recognize her?
Is it too short?
You must be this tall to ride.
There's something out there that caught my eye when we came in. A very familiar shade of crimson. If I squint through the glass, out on the floor there are temperature-controlled fluid tanks. Through glass and plastic flows an eye-catching scarlet that transitions into... So you add the blood towards the end?
You mean the oxidant? Yeah, relatively late in the process. Apologies for how my voice sounded early. You see, I had to take a huff from my inhaler, and now my lungs clean as a whistle. Something out of place?
Androids have blood, even if it's unofficially labeled as such. But isn't red, it's pink. Sometimes milky, sometimes neon, occasionally garish, but pink. I just didn't think the oxygen would be red.
Oh, right, sorry. I barely noticed it at this point. The color's natural. Comes from the biomanufacturing process. That chromafuge out there removes the byproducts, the waste, the excess pigment.
Changing it from blood red to psycho pop pink.
Without that chromafuge, our android's flesh would come out looking all the wrong colors. Ha 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 ha.
That may be true. Probably isn't, but it may be. But I have a simpler explanation. Blood is primal. The sight of it carries weight. They change the color of their product's blood so that when an android gets a bottle broken against its face, no one bats an eye. They just assume it's the game Danganronpa.
Yep.
Feels like I've seen this before. That's right, there was one in David's lab.
That's the nanograde elementary manufacturer. Nanofacturer for short.
Mm.
Real high quality piece of machinery. Each of them built in-house by Randock Mechanics. You see, against David Asher's assistant, she has the lung capacity of 2 beans. I have the lung capacity of an elephant.
Oh god, he stole her lung capacity and they switched the dosages.
Yes!
What does it do?
Nano-level flash fab. Basically a 3D printer for nanomachines.
You build nanomachines in your factory for use in your androids?
The raw materials are cheap. Literally elementary. So no sense in getting them shipped here. It's mostly the medical models that make use of them. Inject a couple thousand nanites into a patient's bloodstream, run diagnostics, and provide a solution.
A 3D printer for nanomachines. What kind of ink does it use?
Silicon, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, building blocks. I think some of those were in the substance, weren't they?
I mean, to be fair, they are pretty common, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, hydrogen is a diamond. They feed into the nanoprinter, and it assembles the machines particle by particle.
Like a ribosome building structurally complex proteins out of chemically simple amino acids. Must be time-consuming.
You would think, but Randock cracked the code on parallel microfacturing. The inside's crystalline, sprawling, like an ant's nest. Raw materials enter at one of the thousands of different entry points, combining and recombining at intersections. The finished product ends up at the center and drips out in a liquid solution. Distilled nectar, swimming with millions of nanites in just 2 minutes.
Start showing the Metal Gear like, nanomachine, son!
Yeah. What's your source? I made it in the nanofacturer.
Nectar? That's sticky. Well, it's sticky.
It can be, depending on the desired output. But the door vacuum seals while it's cooking, so don't worry. It's completely spill-proof.
But can I drink it?
You couldn't get this thing to spill if you tried. What did you just say?
I want to put it on my goddamn pancakes and eat it with syrup. Eat it like it's syrup.
I feel like I know it wouldn't be. but I want it to be like the consistency of syrup, but somehow crunchy.
I want to put the nanomachines inside me and see if they'll somehow fix what's wrong with me.
I'm sorry, I tried that. I stuck my head underneath the nozzle like I was at a froyo machine and just cranked it. And no, I still am just like this.
What a relief. Not exactly a box of paper clips David could just have brought home from the office one day. Must have brought his own, for some reason.
That should be all, unless I'm missing anything.
Also, I will say genuine apologies. I'm starting to flag. Oh,
Honestly, same. Like, we might have to call it after this scene.
Yeah.
Hey,
There's-
fair. I get it.
Bit of a short stream today, unfortunately. What have we got on this data pad? Some kind of write-up? I'll read this one. On the subject of Sullivan's Peak. Much of our world today, and in fact much of our world's economy, is heavily influenced by the uncanny valley. The thought experiment provides a simple and easily applied explanation for the gaps we see in otherwise wide spectrum of automated dependence that assist us in nearly every industry on the planet. There's a very simple primal truth to it. We like things that resemble the living, like cartoons and puppets and toys. And we like things that are damn near indistinguishable from the living. Like whatever name Noble's latest products are being sold on Earth, but there are deep trenches between those two ends, where products are universally appalling to human sensibility. The Uncanny Valley will no doubt remain a useful tool for teaching, marketing, and design for generations to come. But already we are seeing in which it fails. It is becoming increasingly clear to us that the space between nearly indistinguishable and truly indistinguishable is much wider than we ever suspected. And it may not be the only part of the map that we must fear. I propose we bridge these gaps in knowledge by looking to the speculative fiction of Robert J. Sullivan, who in his most well-known work, The Equal Under One Sky, describes a concept which therefore has been called Sullivan's Peak. Throughout the lens of his characters and their so very divided world, Sullivan demonstrated that the Uncanny Valley does in fact have its own peak on the other side, a point past which making an artificial existence any more human in its features serves only to make the user experience more uncomfortable, more difficult, and more fraught with moral pitfalls. Once you reach Sullivan's Peak, traveling any further only has diminishing returns. Sorry, one second, I got a bit of a got a burp. Dr. Pepper. The implications of this idea are far-reaching. We will very soon reach a point at which the designers of ads can only make their creations look less lifelike or less likable, a hard stopping point for technological progress. What then, must we ask? Oop, looks like you forgot to sign in on this device. Drop your thumbprint below and we'll get you squared away so you can keep reading. Surprised to find reading material like that around here. Are they passing around as a gag, or are they actually afraid of Sullivan's Peak around here? Noble must be. Wary of it or dismissive of it? Upper one says wary of it.
Be wary of it or dismissive?
My
I mean, I
heart's
can just
very-
tell you the answer, but I want you at least try to see if you can figure it out first before.
What I could tell. I feel like dismissive of it. Like it doesn't feel like
Actually wary of it, because remember, like, Sarah's already really lifelike. So going further than that will cause people to be like, okay, we can't buy these. They're too fucking weird. and creepy.
Okay.
Remember, profit first for a company. Profit first. Anything that can hurt our profits, anything that makes the line go down must be killed.
Gotcha.
Look at how Boeing just, like, deals with, like, whistleblowers. They fucking assassinate them. the peak does exist, they'll be coming up on it fast now that androids are warm. Noel's entire product line, maybe their entire industry, could go bottoms up if people start to think it's cruel. If Sarah's an indication of where their androids are headed, I could see some people getting uncomfortable.
All done. You ready to get the ad handled?
Thanks for humoring me.
Can you have it step into the scanner?
As he says.
Understood. Right then, what are we looking at here?
I love you can just see like the outline of Sarah right there.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot to unpack here.
We theorized it may have been Asher's pincushion.
Pincushion, huh?
Mhm.
That would explain some of what I'm reading here.
What language is that on the screen?
It's Tess. You know, Tesseract, all noble products and, well, pretty much all products, period, are programmed in Tess. Easy to read and write, stay compliant. Now, this model, what's it go by? Sarah. This Sarah model, it's got everything the 16th line has, that's for sure. Organic skin, hybrid muscles, advanced facial processing and emoting. But there's a lot crammed in here that's still in development. Like, in the idea phases. Solar cell hair strands, decentralized redundant power, mental and physical overclocking with extended tolerances. Data storage is so large I can't... Oh wow, he had to measure it using... Hell of a
poker.
face.
Like just hell of a poker face.
She's so...
Look at her being so proud of her dad.
Wait, decryption and signal hijacking? That's...
Hacking.
Oh, she can hack? A little hacking machine? Oh.
Oh, I hope she and Fran get to be besties.
Let her just put on the fucking like techno, like I'm sorry, I'm not just picturing her dressed as like the people from the Matrix.
Yeah. Sunglasses and a trench coat. Let's go.
Just going, I'm in every time she enters a building.
Essentially.
Does that mean it could hack its own tenants?
Oh, no, that's unthinkable. Literally, for an app. For an app to break its tenants would be like you stepping into traffic or dropping a baby. Even if you're physically capable of it, it's not something you would ever choose to do. Have you met Morgan? She would
Well, no,
drop
remember, she's a
so
complete
many
stranger.
babies.
Like, essentially, just like a yeah, no, it's like literally the part of your brain that stops you from being able to bite off your own fingers, even though it's actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
Some people do walk into traffic. Psychotics, addicts, the mentally ill.
Me.
Does that mean that there are androids?
Well, no. There aren't crazy androids, so yeah. I guess my analogy doesn't hold up.
That's okay. So it can't hack itself, but it was given the ability to hack into other systems?
The industry line is that such a capability could be an option in certain emergency scenarios. Breaking through the firewalls and encryption of surrounding electronics to broadcast directly to police or military channels. Speaking of military, this musculoskeletal setup is drastic. I've never seen this on a consumer model.
Can you lift a car? Can you lift a car or something, Sarah?
Most cars, it would depend on the center of gravity.
Oh,
Lady, this Sarah could wrestle a public disturbance walker and come out on top.
Really? I thought she was actually a weak, but no, she's a mini Hulk. I love it.
Oh yeah.
she can literally just go full fucking Terminator.
Hell yeah.
Those stomping behemoths they bring out for riot suppression?
And in terms of computational ability, the estimate says that can't be right.
Look, does. I was actually hoping you could tell me something about the software or the metadata. Who worked on it and when?
Right. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. The editing logs have been purged.
That doesn't sound very above the board.
Sorry, I can't tell you anything about who worked on Sarah or when.
Any chance you can restore those logs?
Not here. Not with this machine. I'd need the computers that were actually used for programming this model. Any ideas where those would be?
That's kind of scary. They can still like see things that have been deleted. Like, no, don't look there. They
Well, it's
were
one thing to
deleted
see
for a
that stuff
reason.
has been deleted. Like, if you can get the place where it was deleted from, maybe you can get it back, because that's usually like a common like way to pretty much regain like lost files. But yeah.
Oh yeah, like genuinely, if a thing tells you it's deleted something for you, it hasn't. Like the first thing I learned when I went into comp sci was, oh yeah, no. You can recover so much if you know how.
Like, I'm just stuck remembering like a thing that like someone wrote down, like, because there was a Dilbert question of like a Dilbert comment was like, hey, there are no supers. Like, where do all the ones and zeros in a deleted program? Where I was like, okay, there are like some supers. Like, no, that's actually like. Then someone was like, no, it's actually like a really good question, because basically what it does is basically like it sort of takes those ones and zeros aside, just sort of like makes it so like you can just override it in the future, but basically just leaves it there as is.
Yep.
That's why you get stuff back from like your recycling and trash bin in your computer, if you like if you send it there and like until you at least like hit clear.
Like, to put it one way, you can properly empty the recycle bin. You can do all of that. You can wipe your machine back to factory settings. Someone can still scrape something off of it. The only way to handle that is when your computer needs to go, put a nail through its hard drive.
I was gonna say set it on fire, but yeah, I see.
Like
I see what you mean.
physical destruction of.
Listen, as an American, that is literally like my brain's like, okay, I'm like against gun violence as a whole, but I'm also like, you know what, putting a bullet through your through the laptop to make sure no one can take advantage of it after you're done with it, fair enough.
Yes.
Shall we continue? Oh.
Any ideas where those would be?
Sarah?
I cannot answer that question with any accuracy.
Had a feeling you might say that. Ads, right?
Sorry, I can tell you that the code is unique. There's hints of the A16 in there, and a few of the same conclusions. It's just Dr. Asher or whoever took very different paths to get there.
So Sarah has even less in common with every other android on the inside?
Sorry, didn't expect to hit a dead end here.
Not at all. You've been very helpful. Can we still get the registration done?
Yeah, no problem. We've got the software and forms all set up here. Occasionally, we let a new business partner bring one home fresh from the oven, you know.
Oven. Gross.
All right, a few basic questions then. Who's going to be the official owner of this unit?
Oh, Morgan, are you gonna keep her? She can do hacking now. You know that, and she's pretty strong. Or you still gonna leave her
Help
out
me
in the
out with the
code?
murders. She's a robot. She can't tell the cops.
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
As it says, unless the will disagrees, that's my responsibility.
Right then. You fine with the designation Sarah? We can set it to anything you like.
Butt face.
but face. IR bite. Oh no, be careful. No, no, the bunks, please. No, please. Ow.
All because I made the butt face joke.
Heart bite
Oh,
is
no.
normally for violence. Ow.
They're
That's a lot.
punishing Ida for our sins.
See what you have done. That's what you
Ada's
get
now
for being
becoming more
funny.
Christ-like.
What? Sorry.
Oh, the punishing you for our sins. Like, well, they're really turning Ada into a Christ-like being, huh?
No.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Well, actually...
I don't think she
Stares at
wanted.
you.
Just a don't you dare. Never mind. Sarah will be fine.
Okay, this part's all standard. Civilian model, address, contact info I can get from your crumbs. Do you want to reset to factory defaults? It could clear up a lot of quirks.
Would you like to lobotomize her personality?
Yeah.
Don't worry, in exchange he gets a new outfit from Wear and Wear.
Oh my god.
Not right now.
Not right now, so she's thinking about it. If she gets too quirky, I might do it.
The last thing, then, is the grading. I'm reading 23 tenets here, nothing too far out of the ordinary.
23? That's higher than I expected talking with it. She seemed more malleable than that.
Don't blame yourself. Guessing tenet count from outward appearances has become a crapshoot. Not like it used to be. Used to be, they only had 3 tenets total, and every unit had to have them. Isaac Asimov, what up?
It is literally based on the Asimov's thing.
Yeah. Then came the first accidents and the first lawsuits, then the hearings and the legislature.
Yeah, because Asimov's whole law of robotics is something like, here's a hard rule. It's like, hey, here's rules that everyone can agree to, and here's a bunch of short stories about how those rules could go wrong.
Yeah. And oh, sorry, that's you.
And the demand for more tenants. A tenant making sure ads couldn't endanger the state. A tenant stating that ads wouldn't divulge private information without prior consent. There was a campaign calling for a tenant to weigh child and adult lives equally during risk assessment. There was a campaign calling for a tenant to do the opposite. It's fine. That's literally the basis of the really bad Will Smith I, Robot movie.
Yeah. Companies wanted their assets covered. Customers wanted guarantees. There was never much incentive to deny a requested tenant, so the list just ballooned. Until the military entered the market in full force.
You sound like you don't approve.
I wouldn't go that far. They needed their ads to be able to pull the trigger when ordered to. Without clearing 5,000 lines of bloated, hard-coded decision points to get there. I get that. But since the armies are the only ones using tech with bare minimum tenets, all the best, least cluttered, most elegant code is only used for war games. It's not very romantic. Well, not like I was on the jury. No one asks Evan Dawes what he thinks.
Department of Advanced Defense Projects v. Zenith Dynamics. Supreme Court sided with the military's request to get and set a new precedent for that every other army around the world would race to meet. Changing tenants from a mandated list at the root of every ad source code to a choose-your-own checklist.
It's funny. Ads with the most tenants. They're so locked up you can't even have a conversation with them. And outside the armed forces, the only ads with single-digit tenant counts are just vacuuming floors.
Roombas.
The most impressive ones, like what you've got here, fall somewhere in the middle. Sorry, went on a tangent there. Only thing left is the evaluation.
What gets evaluated?
Total financial worth for insurance purposes. Yeah, the insurance companies made sure we had very accurate algorithms for this. No room for human error, they insisted, with no sense of irony. Oh. I mean, I knew it was custom, but...
Oh, what is it?
What price could they have possibly?
Oh no.
That's a lot of digits.
You should know, these formulae are pretty conservative with their estimates. Stingy, even.
If Sarah's really David's last and greatest work. They say some things are priceless, but when you force an insurance algorithm to pick a number...
Try not to get any scratches on it, I guess. Sarah, just a priceless Ming vase of a person.
Yo.
You spoke differently. You spoke differently back there.
I'm sorry, my voice actor is having trouble remembering my voice because of how long we're between, sessions.
With Dawes, you spoke like he did, it seemed.
Like I copied his accent?
You seemed to mirror his affect, his tone.
It's called being friendly. What's your point?
It was just an observation.
You can keep those to yourself, you know. No tenant required.
Why were you so concerned about registering me in the first place, Adonai?
For the same reason I want to drive around in a car without a license plate. Any cop, or even just a well-placed camera, could have spotted your barcode since it wasn't set up with any actual data.
And then they would have arrested me, and then they would have thrown me in the slammer.
No, they would have arrested me and put you in an evidence locker.
The slammer! And
Slang.
Android can't get arrested?
People get arrested. Property gets seized. And then smashed. Great, you put us over the weight limits.
What?
Are you calling me fat, Adonai? I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll do it.
Wait, is that really what it says?
That is actually what she just said.
Oh my god, I thought you just said that on a whim, like, that, no way, she just said, like, she's too fat to ride here. Would that be a funny place to end it? Or are we...
I mean,
Let's
it
wait till
feels
like the
like a
next
good
cut to
place.
black.
Fair.
It's gonna cut to black right after? Okay.
I did no such.
Morgan, counselor, your presence has been requested on the upper floors. Who's asking? Vice President of Android Futures, Helen Young. Shouldn't have assumed I still had the opening move. Tell her I'll be right up. I'll redirect your elevator now.
Taking control of your elevator is very
Convenient?
forceful. As if Noble is trying to directly steer your investigation.
If Noble wanted to shut me down, they wouldn't bother to be subtle.
I suppose they could simply refuse to cooperate.
Or just let the elevator drop.
Oh.
And that's where we end on.
Yippee! Okay.
Right before we meet Helen Young.
Let's go. Oh, no, let me, please,
we're-
please. Okay, oh, okay. I'm just not allowed to, gotcha.
Yeah, executive office, Young, and then... There we go, now we can save.
Yeah. We did it.
Look at this, okay. Right about to meet them. They're right there.
We have the femme fatale that comes in to our private eye's office. Asking like a leggy lady who asks us
A
to find
leggy
out who
lady?
killed her husband.
A what lady? What did you just call them? A leggy lady?
A leggy lady.
A lady with legs, you see?
Too many. She had
Long
13. She had
legs.
12 to 13 of those. It was weird.
Some of them weren't even attached to her. Some of them she was just holding, disembodied.
It was my first clue, really.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I guess we have to call it off here. So, thank you two again for doing this. Even though it was a bit shorter, I'm still happy we got to do it. Compared... Oh, when was the last time we did this? Is that almost a month ago? Or
Yeah, it was almost a month ago. Hopefully, we're able to meet next week.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Am I right to assume from now on everything is always good on today unless I hear anything? Or should I keep asking hey,
Let's still double
still
check
good?
before we actually get stuff set up, but so far as I'm aware, should be good.
Same here.
Good. And so far for me, it should be all goodies and stew. But yeah. With that, thank you chat. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's shenanigans. I'll be heading off. And see you guys again tomorrow on the Minecraft shenanigans that we always will be up to.
Leave good life.
Goodbye forever. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, you little rascal. You.